Hi there, welcome back to my video. Thanks for joining me at Anspace. In this video I am in Boston. I didn't stay in Boston all the time. I did some day trips, I did some hikes through parks. I met some rather interesting guys and found lots of different festivals, food, fruit, all sorts of things. So stick around and share it with you. And I leave New York. Not sure which bridge that is, but it looks pretty cool. Very misty, sort of gloomy day. I was in Chinatown yesterday and I'm in Chinatown again today, but this is a different one. This one's in Boston. Just had the best meal I've had in a long time. Good morning from Boston. I'm now down in the subway going on a hostel event. We're going walking all around the parks and it should be a 3 or 4 hour day, so hiking with a group of others. So looking forward to it. It's nice to get out with other people. This is a really interesting area because this used to be part of a zoo and this is where they kept the bears. So these are the old bear dens. So interesting enough, this road / track that we're on, it's actually called the Jewish Veterans Drive. So I'm sure there's a lot more to that story. So now we've left Franklin Park and we're at the Arboretum, which is part of the Cambridge organisation. That's Cambridge University. So yeah, it's just beautiful. And there's the rest of the group walking behind me. Continuing on my group walk, our group's decreased in size. There's only 3 of us now, but we're walking through the Victory Gardens. These are like allotments for various people. It goes up for ballot if one becomes available. Public gardens. The bench down there was the one from Good Will Hunting. So the park is really busy, which is surprising on a Wednesday afternoon. It's beautiful. Oh, I finished doing all the parks with the walking tour from the hostel, and now I'm walking up through downtown in Boston City, just near the hostel. So such a variety of buildings, people, stores. It's actually quite interesting. It does make a nice change to have such variety. So it's still in Boston, but I've come down to the Boston Harbour. It's 20 minutes from the hostel, so I'm right by Chinatown, I'm near downtown and I'm near the harbour. So what a great position to be. And did you know, Boston's actually the oldest city in America, or so they say, who knows. So this has been a pretty cool spot. I've just been sitting chatting to my daughter Tracy, watching the mist come down on these buildings and watching all the boats go in and out. Fascinating place to sit. So there's my boat and it's a bit of a lineup. I held off getting tickets. I was going to buy them online, and then yesterday afternoon I came down here to just make sure I knew where I was leaving from, and it turned out where I thought we were leaving from was a different company. So I held off buying tickets till today to see what the weather was like, and actually the weather's much nicer and the tickets were cheaper than what I'd seen online. So $99 for a return trip. Yeah, it's quite expensive. That's 150 Australian, but you know, I'm only here once. amazing afternoon. So we're coming into Boston and it's really, really misty. Good morning. Down on the subway again. Bit of a late start this morning, got woken up during the night, so I slept in, which was actually really nice. I think I sort of get a bit tired, so it's nice to sleep in. So today it's a little bit drizzly, a bit grey, so I'm heading off to Salem to see if I can find some witches, so should be fun. So I've arrived in Salem. It is pouring wet. It's just oozing down. So sort of interesting houses. I can't say that I really love them. I mean, certainly each one's different as I wander around. But yeah, they seem like a bit of a mixture of hodgepodge. Looks like they've all been added to over the years. I've decided to do the House of the Seven Gables tour. This house is famous for Nathaniel something. He was an author, he wrote The Scarlet Letter, and then living next to the House of the Seven Gables inspired him to write another book. So excuse the noise in the background, there's actually a wedding going on. So just reading the information that I was provided, I haven't done the tour yet. Most of these houses were actually shifted here, very few were actually built here, and houses seem to move around quite a lot in Salem.
What to do with the size of people's wallets than the size of them. Heat rises. In order to keep the heat in the house, people kept the ceilings low.
It's a great old cemetery just tucked in next to that stone church. This is a bit random. I didn't realise that the Peabody Essex Museum was actually a art gallery. I thought it was something to do with the witch hunt, so I paid and came in, and then I had entrance to this house which I thought maybe had something to do with the witches, but it's actually a house that has been transferred here from China, so I have my own self-guided tour. There's some rooms we can go in, there's a lot of rooms we can't go in. It's quite interesting, the decorated ceiling. So that was just weird going into that Chinese house, not what I expected in Salem at all. Just walking through the mall. This Old South Church. Now you might need to pause some of this video because it's such an interesting history, starting at 1670, and it goes all the way through. All these well-known names mentioned: Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Prince. We've got pirates, we've got the Boston Tea Party, which ended up tests of tea being thrown into the water because of the taxes, all the way through to today. So really interesting, this Old South Church originally started in 1669. And there we have the pipe organ. I'm assuming you've watched the video of Philadelphia with the huge pipe organ in Macy's. This has got the pipes on both sides of the altar here. It would be wonderful to be here on a Sunday. I've been wandering around in some beautiful quiet streets this morning, looking at beautiful old buildings and churches. Now I've come down to Quincy Markets. Yes, just a little bit different. This is where all the tourists are. I think I enjoy my quiet streets, and I'm going to go into Beacon Hill, and I believe that that's where lots of beautiful old houses are. But on the way, I hope to go to Little Italy because I'm getting really hungry, and I think it's about lunchtime. Markets. I got a punnet of really good strawberries for $1 and 4 beautiful looking plums for $1. I'd buy more, but I don't want to have extra stuff to carry when I catch the bus in a couple of days.
Dirty all day, sir. Dirty all day.
Oh, it's all right. Hold on. I'll get it. After I get you a half a dozen up, I'll collect it.
So just behind that funky street that I was window shopping in, that was Beacon Hill, is up here. And just such a change, so quiet here. And so leafy green, amazing apartment buildings. So hard to believe this is still the same day. I've done so much, and now after going to the trendy shops and the courthouses in Beacon Hill, I've just walked into Boston Common.
You give me chills, I need to chill. You get me high, I don't need no pill. I was at my neutrality. Baby, one in a million, and I cannot treat you like them other females. You give me chills, I need to chill. You get me high, I don't need no pill. I was at my neutrality.
Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. That wasn't all that I did in Boston. There's another video coming soon. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and until next time, bye for now.